Pangolin is a more classic counter to push because you can itemize to, you know, rebuttal, but it's not a hero that has strong laning presence. So I'm still favoring 5 men right now.
He has a pretty interesting off-lane style, and maybe that some of that comes down to how he is in the mid lane. Ultra aggressive. I actually, during the DreamHack Major, Avi and Liquid are matching up against each other, and they decided to have a little 1v1. Zibe, hold up.
Zibe's dead.
Yeah, he's just going to get run down. That's going to be your first blood, and he eats the boar. Just the +1 there for Koifa.
Yeah, Lamido's same heroes mid. 1 versus 1, best of 3s. You said TA against TA?
Yeah, that's a magical hero, too. Zibe in some trouble here, is going to die again, and you're absolutely right, Lacoste. This is just not the matchup that I think they were hoping it to be.
They even have Ring of Bassi in this lane for extra spamming. You use Fatal Bonds on a creep wave. Look at Mickey. Just using Dagger defensively.
Boxy. So you have a Swashbuckle. Looks like he doesn't want to blow it just yet. He's just going to die. Jesse, big kill there. At the same time, Taiga did manage to kill Pylai Die.
There's a lot of magical damage from 5 men. Maybe just tank up, like getting Lotus Orb at one point. The Vlad's Hood is the item build in my opinion.
Really fast move coming in here. The Spectre ult's going to go off, but they're going to head right into a Golem. But with the roll in from Boxy, he's going to be able to disrupt things a little bit. They should be able to finish off Zibe here. Chessie, though, can still play into this, especially with the Spirit Siphon charges he still has up. Boxy staying on top of him here, but he has to back away from this Golem. It does too much damage. The TP in from Insania, that's a bit curious. I thought they were definitely just giving up this tower. It looks like they still want to fight over this area, even with the tower gone, because you got this 3-man smoke cutting through the river, looking to be able to sandwich 5 men in. See if they can catch him out. Already slowing down Ace, but look at Golem coming in with the Fatal Bond. See Eclipse going down, and they have to retreat immediately. Try and get rid of some of this damage. The Rolling Thunder does manage to go off, but he's got to just roll the hell on out of here, because that was a disaster of a team fight for Team Liquid. It did cost 5 men a lot. They've blown Exorcism, Golem, and now Eclipse.
Insania just went away. He did not want to use another beam. I guess he did not want to secure the kill.
Liquid coming in hot and heavy. Coming for 5 men. Zibe, he's going to be the target here of a quick sandwich there from Liquid. Just an easy kill. Nothing really big expended, though. Gotta respect the little things still. Lacoste is now we're gonna use something a little bit bigger. Bolt the coil and the Exorcism gonna go off here onto, and he snaps the coil. Mickey, he was dead one way or another, so he pretty much hangs himself on the own rope that he let out. Liquid playing that far right side. Also Doom usually being the one between, now they did just kind of loosen up a little bit. Now 5 men, they're going to plow right in. They're going to be able to catch the Spectre here. Once again, Coil Exorcism, and they're going to use the Golem here. That is heavy commitment to make sure Mickey does go down. Just being able to gang up on this Roshan, and Liquid will not have a response fast enough. Baiting out the haste rune, perhaps. Taiga gets the disruption, managed to haste himself away. Doom, meanwhile, jumping inside the pit, but did not manage to get either the Roshan or the Aegis.
Even without DP ulti, they can still try to go for tier 2 tower. 40 seconds without Doom. I mean, BKB, yeah, it's good, but still, there's 2 BKB piercing abilities in this game.
Yeah, this is the scary part of 80 Beastmaster lineup is going to give you good pushing power constantly. Boxy's going to roll in, though, starting off on Ace with the Disruption Illusions on him. This is looking real bad for the carry of 5 men. They're going to lose their Aegis right away underneath the tier 2. Here come the rest of 5 men, though. They need to be able to bail out their carry. Ace knows there is no BKB piercing disables with the Doom still dead. It's not like Boxy, I think, in a whole lot of fights is going to be manning up, right-clicking the Luna a lot of times, but he will put out some hefty damage with the Swashbuckle. Rotating down to the bottom lane behind Misery here. They see Mickey. He's been caught by the Hawk. He was hiding inside the trees, and Misery played dumb until the rest of his team could be there. What a beautiful pickoff.
Beastmaster wants to get a Crimson Guard as his next item. The this is the item that we usually don't see. Maybe if there's like a Broodmother on the enemy team, if you have a mid laner that you have someone like a, let's say, a Centaur or Beastmaster, so you need to rush it. Oh, big
The Golem into the Fatal Bonds. They try and get off the Primal Roar. They're denied, but so too is the Rolling Thunder. Pioxy, he gets it off barely, and they do manage to run down Zibe here. They're fighting underneath this upheaval, but Koifa doesn't give a damn. He's got his BKB. He's big bad. He's coming for Ace, but Ace, he's gonna fight back. The 5-man, they try and take on Liquid, but they are denied as Ace goes down. Can Chessie now come through and save this fight? Look at the counter upheaval from Insania. He's slowing down Chessie a bit by bit, letting the rest of his team run away, while he will be consumed, gobbled up by the ghosts.
So 2-for-2 trade. Liquid still chasing. Mick at full HP.
Another stomp. It catches Misery again before he can phase shift. He gets off the coil though, and Chessie, he still has the remnants of his ultimate. Misery is even surviving now. They get off the disruption. They finish off Misery, but the exorcism is doing so much damage to Mickey, and he can't get out. Lacoste, he can't get out. He's stuck. That upheaval, it wins you fights.
He had Ether Lens like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and he was like, I guess I'll get a Blink Dagger in 5 minutes. All of a sudden, Aghanim Scepter.
Plus a Telescope. This is the dream position 5 Rubik game.
It really is. Liquid. Koifa. It's a little bit of deja vu. He's gonna go into the pits as they're doing it.
Has buyback.
You saw Taiga, he thought about the disruption, decided against it with a buyback coming in though. They're gonna try and get on top. The Warlock does manage to get off his ultimate right before he goes down to the Spectre. But now this Rolling Thunder, it is stunning up Misery, and they're doing a lot of damage to Ace as well. They can finish off Ace and be really big. They throw their Doom at him. Looks like they're gonna be able to chase him down pretty easily. It now comes down to Chessie to be able to win this fight out with the Exorcism as Taiga cuts off Ace to make sure there's no chance in hell that he is getting out. To hell he will go. 2 people dead. Chessie with the TP out, the BKB. Ooh, he timed that just perfectly. There was a quarter second left of that BKB.
DP's ulti was already running inside the Roche pit. Great bait from Koifa. He understands, like, I might be, you know, this carry Doom. I'm going in. I have a buyback.
And it's up to 5 men. They can no longer let Liquid get that initiation. They can no longer allow them to start the fights. They need to be able to get on top of Liquid right away. Telekinesis, push back, Guardian Greaves off the Silence here, trying to get on top though. A Silence comes in from the Death Prophet, but Boxy's just fighting it out here underneath the Exorcism. Meanwhile, he's trying to chase down the supports as Chessie, he might be able to get Insania. The disruption's gonna be able to buy him a little bit of time. The Primal Roar out onto Taiga as well. Turn around, Primal Roar out from Insania is gonna be able to stall up Chessie while the cores of Liquid are pushing forward, trying to also go for the back line, but the Warlock, it's slowing him down so much. That damn upheaval, Mickey says enough with it. They managed to bring him down. Chessie still had free reign. Both sides are like, screw the supports. That's what they focused on. Fortunately, Ace was able to get away because of the sacrifice from Pylai Die. And we're gonna have some tier 4 items. Okay, some important pickups. What would be really big for either side?
What will be big?
I always like, I think Timeless Relic on like Puck is pretty insane.
It is. For now, he's just holding.
They're gonna try and catch Boxy here. Speaking of that, there goes the initiation from the Spectre. At the same time, disruption to be able to bail Boxy out. Koifa gets in there with a BKB. Can't get off the Doom though. A really good roar out. He's surrounded by the Exorcism. Koifa will finally get off the Doom, but he has to run away. The Exorcism Ghosts are chasing him, but Mickey, he's focusing on this Death Prophet. No, he's not. He's focusing on Ace instead. While Boxy deals with the Death Prophet, they are just getting wiped out. Liquid are heating up, and now they're going to be able to, very hot Liquid is just going to inject into the side of 5 men with 4 dead, no buybacks. They're just going to go straight through. And Liquid, if they're not going to go for the throne, if they're just going to go for the 2 lanes of barracks, that's fine. You still have the tier 2 up at top, but it is looking like a dismal affair either way for 5 men. Oh, Boxy gonna make sure they catch Misery as he tries to jump out a little bit outside the base, clean up some creeps.
That, you know, he can do all this stuff, but he does not have a defensive item. It's just a Blink Dagger phase shift. I mean, they get the Roche, you just lose the game, and it's also Aghanim Scepter.
They're rushing in fast. Mickey, they're actually gonna stop doing Roshan here. They're not gonna overcommit for it. make sure they don't get caught inside the pit where Golem and Upheaval would be massive. Chessie, he's going to pop it. He's level 25 as well, so with that haste, he's going to be able to run down a lot of heroes. They turn around, Roar out onto him. The Aeon Disc popping out of Taiga is going to allow him to disengage, and all of a sudden, the Death Prophet, she's taking so much damage, and Mickey has already cleaned up the Warlock as well. Now he's going to come in, finish off the 5 men. They do have the buyback on Ace, but it looks like very few others as just not getting the chance to fight around the Roshan pit like they really wanted to.
I think you just call this game, even though you have Luna, you know, very close to Divine Rapier, Misery buying back, last set of racks standing. Another buyback from Luna. One more fight, but without 2 heroes, it's gonna be tough.
Oh, there goes the Eclipse, but you can see Boxy quickly shakes it off, is able to swashbuckle out. They'll finish off this Megas here. The repair kits only slowing things down. The 5-man base about to take a pounding, and 5 men, not much they can do to stand up to it.
I mean, when it's time to call it, it's time to call it.
That's my favorite Lacoste quote.
It is.
It is indeed time to call it. That's what 5 men do. Game 1, they give in.
It's just a much better execution coming out from Team Liquid in this one. You know, Spectre using ulti, having that Dusk, finding Warlock, and I did not see Luna using ulti in the last like 3 or 4 fights at all.
I like the Nature's Prophet. I liked how it fit their game plan. Is it potentially a Legion mid? Do you guys ever do that? Or is it just 100% Nature's Prophet?
It'll be Fury in mid, most likely.
And I imagined it's going to be a pretty easy matchup. The Legion Commander IO, where you could just kind of fearlessly charge at people. You are being enabled by that IO, so you just get a level 2 of your passive. Oh,
whoa,
First Blood is on the table, and it looks like he caught out by the neutrals.
Legion Commander also possibly with the relocate plays. You can set things up so easily.
Look at Boxy going to town on himself over there. Healing up, healing up, healing up.
5 mana.
Managed to, oh! Nice Burrow Strike to stop the Doom from coming out, but it looks like they may not need it at all, so maybe it's actually better for Liquid in a way. He didn't have to use his ultimate to get the kill anyway.
I mean, he has ulti, but there's a ton of regeneration from Legion Commander and IO, so he might upgrade that to Spirit Vessel eventually. Even though it's the Spellable with the Presti attack. Mickey.
Yeah, he's got his time walk up now and will manage to get away. Oh, the first use of Doom is going to be used mid here. Oh, the Sunstrike will finish him off if he gets it, and he barely does. Chessie does die. No deny, no survival on the table. We were talking about it backstage, and we think that Spike Carapace does not interact with Spark Wraith, as in it does not bounce back the damage onto the Arc Warden, which I feel like is true.
It should.
Yeah, it absolutely should.
Chronosphere
into the Sunstrike. That's going to be a fast kill on a Zibe, but Chessie was outside of that Chronosphere, and he'll be able to collect the kill on an Insania, and you could see he wants to pressure that tower.
I feel like they just swapped the lineups in terms of cooldowns. 5-man can keep fighting all the time right now. They're really not relying on any cooldowns, while in Team Liquid, you have this Doom, you have Chronosphere. Who's a faster clicker? It's Mickey.
Mickey gets it, and Boxy gets the kill on a Pylai die. So support pick off here. Did Pi get the bounty rune? I actually didn't quite see it.
Me neither. Oh, Jelly. Nice. I still feel you get so much value out of Jelly as a tier 1 item. Chessie.
Absolutely. An early jump in for the Burrow Strike onto Insania here with the double damage. They do manage to get this kill, but the Chronosphere onto both of them. That is quite beautiful there from Mickey. Ensures the kill on a Chessie, and we'll see if they actually get Misery as well. The Tornado toss him up in the air. Of course, he's still inside of a Sandstorm. They need vision.
Oh, Carapace.
Where is the vision?
Not do that much.
Drop the sentry, quickly catch him with a Spike Carapace into the Burrow. That's the combo we're talking about.
Arc Warden just has Hand of Midas. I also want to see if he gets like Boots of Travel this game. I feel like he definitely should get as the next item, and then they can play even more globally. Man, Boxy, he's not afraid to use Doom ulti. Is that a Purge creep? I believe so. It's also a great setup.
Oh, he's going to go for the duel here. The Ice Blast is going to come in, though, and the Legion Commander doesn't lose the duel, but may still die. Boxy's certainly dead, though, thanks to this heavy rotation from 5 men. No wonder he went for the duel. The whole party's here.
Under attack.
Everyone's from, except for Pylai, die. And I think that's to be able to see, like, those TP rotations onto tier 2, maybe, or maybe just to see some jungling. Either way, it's super deep ward when they haven't even taken the safe lane tower yet.
Yeah, you don't expect this.
Oh, he's going for him. He has to throw out the Impale without the Vendetta hit, but with the Ice Blast coming in, it's looking like it's going to be a close call, but it is enough damage. Misery thought about going for the epicenter and immediately was denied by Mickey.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be careful about using those like that. It's almost like killing a full creep wave. This is the build on the Doom, whether you're playing in mid or off lane, drums into BKB. Man, Boxy, he just hates IO.
He is not messing around. Pylai Die is just like, what's happening right now? Why do we keep getting doomed all the time?
Tower is under attack.
It is setting up a lot of kills for Coif. You have to give it to Liquid. They are really funneling a lot of farm to this Invoker, who had a slightly rough laning phase, losing his tower that early and all. Oh, he got orchided, but he did have a way to be able to cut through the trees. He's got an Iron Talon. Beautiful. Wrath of Nature coming in. Taiga is going to get dueled up, and he should be able to get. Oh, look at his Chronosphere, though, with the Ice Blast over the top of the Meteor as well. That's going to be 2 core kills down for 5 men. Meanwhile, Ace, he's going to have to battle it out here. The 2 supports are going for Insania. They're certainly managing to get that kill. Koifa and Mickey will retreat.
Oh, Mickey, a lot of damage on him. He's thinking about going back in. In this game, I'd prefer if he gets just a Blink Dagger. He had a lot of space. He can go back to Veil after this.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. I was thinking, I'd like to be able to see him just to be able to get that, like those more jumps for Chessie to be able to play off of. And same goes with Zibe here. He's going to be able to get the Orchid. Oh, into the trees it goes.
I think this shows why, because you need one hero to just start a team fight or just start a pick off, and then Nature's Prophet deep is in, follows
Found him
with the silence.
Oh, we missed the Impale, but they have the vision. They have the vision. It's all good. It's all gravy. You know, nothing special about combo abilities. Speaking of combo, Taiga's trying to set one up right now with the Ice Blast. Impale into the Sunstrike as well. Ooh, Taiga! I'm gonna get him. Nope, no, you're not. But is he gonna tick out? I don't think so. It's a little close.
He's fine. He just wanted that IO once again.
Yeah. Imagine he sees Zibe like 100 HP. He's like, nah, nope. Doom the IO. Bottom lane. There's that Orchid, and you said the Void. He has to watch out. They get the duel? Oh, the duel may still go off, but he actually turns around with the Chronosphere. They're going to go for the IO. They're going to try and finish him off. The Sunstrike laid on the side. And actually, it's Chessie as well. He's almost dead, but the duel is going to be able to bail out Chessie for now. He actually still died. He's still alive. Damage, and he's still alive through all of it. Mickey, he gets hit by one more Bro Strike, but sorry, Misery. Game over.
Man, that was actually insane. That poor man's shield keeping him alive from those right clicks, and he manages to survive. This is why I don't like Sanking as a hero. Like, your ulti should be something that enemy is afraid of. Sometimes you don't even skill it. We heard one ulti trying to be used on Mickey. He just bashed him. That's it. Stop the ulti. Gone. Yeah. Misery does not even use it anymore.
He's going to walk into a sentry here, but he still has the smoke. So he's not going to be spotted just yet, and they get the vision from the Ice Blast to be able to spot Ace. The Impale doesn't land. Ace trying to duck away into the trees, but is already hit by the Doom on the right-hand side. Chessie, he's being banged on by Mickey right now. Pops Manta, and Sid goes to the Chronosphere. There's going to be the Sunstrike on to 2. Can they finish them both off? Finish off one of them. Mickey, he doesn't get either. Uh-oh.
That's a weird choice from Mickey. Does not want to go for a single kill. I guess he just thought someone else is going to finish him off.
4-man smoke without Mickey. He's going to connect into them here as they start making their way towards the triangle. Smoke's going to break. Pushing forward. Zibe didn't have his Blink Dagger up. It gets denied. He's going to be Centaur stunned and killed by the Meteor. And immediately, Liquid, they're the ones who find the pick. We got this really nice ward placed out on the triangle of the Radiant side, where if 5 men were to just kind of like typically take the high ground and funnel downwards.
When you think about it, it's Faceless Void getting on top of Arc Ward and using Chronosphere, right?
Yeah.
This is what he's going to go for. So heavily favoring Faceless Void.
And then looking at the rest of the lineup as well, do you feel like that still kind of goes to the same storyline as Taiga's going to find the opening here? Impale, no Vendetta, may not be needed though. Chessie's going to pop the BKB. Sprout, can he do it? Can he do it? He does it! The old Nyx Assassin just right-clicks him down.
Nyx Assassin, 90 damage. What an agi hero. Like, there's no item progression for Nature's Prophet. He had insanely good timing on that Orchid, but after that got caught a couple of times and now only has a BKB. Zibe?
Bombs out, sees Insania is going to be able to get the duel. He has the Tempest double here joining him. The Cataclysm almost won that duel. Pylon Dice actually going to come in with the relocate to help out the Legion commander here. This is not simply a one and done. With the Tempest double and the relocate, they've got plenty of reinforcements to get their man out of there.
Grow Bow on Arc Warden, some extra range. He just hit level 20 on top of that.
Such a big upgrade when you've got that Mjolnir out. Boxy found himself a kill into the Nature's Prophet. Looks like he tried to sneak in the outpost. When you put it like that, because they have Boots of Travel, right?
Yeah.
And then they also have the tier 2, which is such a fast TP point to get to that outpost. Yeah, that was a ballsy move for sure. Mickey, oh, pops the Manta, but he's still caught in the duel. Can they do enough, though? He's ripping into him. Unfortunately, he's going to be saved by the magnetic field, but Mickey is saved by the time walk. They do manage to get the Cataclysm out. They Pylon Dice save out Ace. He cannot possibly out-heal the damage that Mickey pumps in. Cloud9, excuse me, 5 men. Dominant victory than the last one, which felt like it was a more back and forth game. We had to go to the late game when Liquid was finally able to triumph. But this one, they're taking over fast.
If Mickey had any different item than the Lincoln Sphere there, he dies.
Yep.
But blocking out the Sand King stun.
Oh, we got him.
They're still chasing Ace.
It don't stop. Mickey's got to be able to hit Ace. Oh, they managed to get the Orchid onto Mickey. Mickey pops the Manta, though, quickly. Time walks through into the enemy. He doesn't back down. He never backs down, it seems. He just keeps going. The Spike Hairface holds Pylon Die in place. Misery's going to be caught. The time lock hits, and that is a rampage.
I mean, this decision-making in the end where they buy back on Ace, he instantly dies.
Dude, Mickey, what a beast. Woo!
Mickey had an amazing game. You know, that 4-man chrono when they try to go on him, turned the things around.